Hello and welcome back to the channel. Continuing our journey through Poland, today we move to what is undoubtedly another of the most visited places in the country, the Wieliczka Salt Mine. And if you like our video, do not forget to like it, subscribe and activate notifications so that you know when we upload a new video. Located very close to Krakow, approximately 15 kilometers away, is the Wieliczka Salt Mine, one of the most visited places by tourists in Poland. The entrance to the mine costs 122 zlotys, approximately 28 euros, and the visit can only be done in a guided manner. These guided tours are available in 8 languages: Polish, English, German, French, Italian, Russian, Spanish, and Ukrainian, and it is highly recommended to purchase tickets through the mine's website, the link to which we have provided in the description, where the prices and visiting hours in each language are detailed. We say that the most advisable option is to purchase tickets online, as during peak tourist seasons, such as summer, ticket availability at the box office is not guaranteed. We access the interior of the mine through the so-called Danilowicz shaft, where we will overcome the first 380 steps out of a total of 800 steps that await us during the tour. The duration of the visit is 2 to 3 hours, and the distance to be covered is approximately 3-5 kilometers, so it is recommended to wear comfortable footwear and dress appropriately for the mine's conditions, where the temperature ranges between 17 and 18 degrees Celsius. The tour takes us to a maximum depth of 135 meters distributed across 3 levels. Level 1, which we reach after descending the first 380 steps, taking us to a depth of 64 meters. Level 2, further divided into 2 levels, taking us to depths of 90 and 110 meters respectively, and Level 3, which takes us to a depth of 135 meters. The visit allows us to explore only 2% of the total mine, as the total length of the galleries is 245 kilometers, divided into 9 levels, with a maximum depth of 327 meters. The history of the mine dates back to the Middle Ages, when it proudly bore the name Magna Sal or Great Salt, and by the 13th century it was known as the largest salt mine in Poland, acquiring great importance for the country's economy. This is evidenced by the fact that during the time of the Polish King Casimir III, the income from salt extraction accounted for up to a third of the royal treasury's revenue, allowing, for example, the founding of the Academy of Krakow, Poland's first university. At the end of the Middle Ages, between 300 and 350 people worked in the mine seasonally, with extraction taking place in the months when agricultural work was not being carried out. By then, the mines already had a certain fame, and the first visitors began to descend into the depths, with one of the first fortunate ones being Nicolaus Copernicus, who visited the mine in 1493. Between the 16th and 18th centuries, work in the mine began to be carried out year-round, and although each visitor had to have a personal permit from the king, the number of tourists grew continuously, and it was described more and more frequently in European literature. Over time, the number of levels and the depth were expanded to reach the current dimensions, with salt extraction ending in 1996, although it was already inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1978. The end of production does not mean that miners no longer work here, as every day, several hundred miners continuously ensure that the mine is a safe place for the almost 2 million visitors from around the world who visit it each year. This significant number of annual visitors enjoy landscapes that are not found on the surface, such as brine lakes, or beautiful underground chambers, like the extraordinary Chapel of Saint Kinga, undoubtedly the most famous place in the mine. Moreover, during the tour, the guides help visitors learn about the ancient tools and mining machinery, as well as the extraction and transportation methods used in the past, which we will observe and enjoy while traversing infinite galleries, of which only 2% of the total is visitable. This is why tourists can only visit the mine accompanied by a qualified guide, who knows the underground passages like the back of their hand. The intricate network of galleries leads us to various chambers, some small, but others enormous, each with its own charms and stories, such as the story of Saint Kinga and the connection of an engagement ring with the discovery of salt in Poland, or the chamber depicting various miners, whom they called penitents, whose task was to burn methane before its concentration caused an explosion. You will also find chambers with beautiful underground lakes, whose lighting and classical music background create a special atmosphere, such as the Weimar Chamber, which is particularly popular with lovers, and many of them propose to their beloved right here. But as we mentioned earlier, the most spectacular is the Chapel of Saint Kinga, a chamber that is a sanctuary created by 3 sculptor miners, and where, through the guide, you will learn the story of the chapel's birth and the extraordinary works of art made in rock salt. Although the entire mine complex is spectacular, and it will make time pass without you noticing, enjoying the history and visual beauty of this mine, until the moment you take the elevator to return to the surface.